Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Sports Wire. I'm Tyler Purnell.
Major Youngworth.
We're back. This is another 2 week in a row. We're gonna try and make it three next week, but we got to get through this week first. So, Andrew, to start off, we're just gonna jump right in to sum it up. First thing we got is, and the championship series are going on right now in the American League and in the National League. Right now, the Mariners sit up 2-1 in the series. We're up 2-0, won both games in Toronto. Don't know how they won game one, but then last night, Toronto looked like a completely different team from the first two games and put up, I think, 12 runs, 12, 13 runs, I
Yeah,
want to say.
13. Yeah, the
So,
Jays won 13-4. So far the ALCS is 0-3 at home, which is surprising given the fact that they both have pretty electric playoff atmospheres. I mean, the Mariners fans, they've been wanting to see this run forever. And the Blue Jays, whenever they go on a run like this, it's always crazy. We all remember 2015, but I think one of the keys to the Jays definitely it's got to be George Springer. I mean, he's been every time the Jays drop these kind of points, like or these kind of runs, like when they were dogging on the Yankees, now they're doing it to the Mariners. It's George Springer. I mean, last
yeah,
night he had home run, I think 4 RBIs. I think he was definitely one of the difference makers.
I think Springer already has two home runs in this series, I want to say,
He
right? If
does. He had a
I'm
lead
not
off in game
mistaken.
one. First pitch. First pitch of the series, he took deep.
Mm. A lot of the guys at the top of the order are doing good right now because I think Julio has two this series as well.
Julio does have two this series, and someone else like throughout the playoffs. I mean, Vlad Guerrero. How many times do you have to say it?
I mean,
He's been
the
ridiculous.
guy's just
Solo
an
shot
animal.
last night too.
There's not much you can't say about Vlad. Like, he's just playing so good right now at the biggest point in the year. And there's a lot of pressure on Vlad right now to play good because we saw the contract he signed about like halfway through the season. What was it, like a $500 million deal or something to stay in Toronto for the
A
next
lot of
10
money
years?
is what it was. Yeah.
$15 million a year. Like, you expect a guy to play like how he's playing right now for that kind of money, and Vlad's just living up to it.
But absolutely. And he wasn't in the season. In the season, he was not, but now he is. Someone who lived up to it in the season and right now is Cal Raleigh. I mean, last night he had a home run given the loss. Him and Julio both had home runs. So did Rosarena. But yeah, Cal Raleigh, big dumper, just doing his thing.
Yeah, it was a big dumper. I'm still not over that throw that he had against the Tigers in game five on the steal attempts. That thing was just a missile right on the money.
Oh, that was a beauty. I can't wait for that game. That game starts in about an hour from where we are right now, filming this at 7:30 on a Thursday. Dodgers Brewers. Let's transition right into that. They're going right now. We got a 1-1 game over there in LA, and yeah, so far it's been all Dodgers. All
So
Dodgers here.
yeah, right now it's a 1-1. Mizuraki started the game, but they pulled him after 2 2/3. But Andrew, one thing I want to say before this game, Dodgers are up 2-0. Both games were in Milwaukee. You know how many innings the Dodgers bullpen pitched in those two
How,
games?
how many?
Just one inning.
Like
Yamamoto went CG the other night, and then
that is
Blake
so
Snell,
crazy.
Blake Snell went 8 innings in game one, and
Blake
then
Snell shut him down.
Roki Sasaki Loki almost blew it in game one, but then Blake China
He
came
did.
in and shut the door, and the Dodgers were able to take it.
I mean, the Dodgers have let up three total runs so far in this series, including the one run tonight. The MVP of the playoffs. I mean, we'll just keep naming off players. Teoscar Hernandez has been unbelievable. He had another home run in game two.
Yeah, that's a bat that I really wanted the Red Sox to get in the offseason, and then they just didn't. And he ended up going back to the Dodgers, which I feel like we all saw that coming, unfortunately, but nonetheless, amazing.
He's
Uh,
unbelievable. And tonight,
Also,
someone who what's that? You go ahead.
another one more guy that I just want to highlight that's like an MVP of the series, mainly for the Dodgers in the playoffs, is Blake Snow. Blake
Yeah,
Snow has
100%.
been unhittable, given the
Snell's
shades
been ridiculous.
of that Cy Young year he had when he was with the Giants. Blake Snell, the lefty, he's looked incredible right now.
Snell's been unbelievable, and like we just touched on game one he completely shut it down. I mean, this Brewers team that's like dominant all season just had zero answer, no answer, and Yamamoto also did a very good job. But Blake Snell, all like you said, all playoffs has just been unbelievable.
One more thing before we keep going. In game one, I just want to highlight Massachusetts native Sal Frelick on that absolutely insane double play he had.
Shout out Sal Frelick.
Max Muncy could have very well hit a grand slam. Sal Frelick not only brought it back, he also tagged the runner out at home.
That was
to
a crazy looking play too. That was wild. That took me through a lot of emotions.
what can I say? Massachusetts just breeds dogs. Like that's what we're
Massachusetts
like.
does breed dogs. That's how Massachusetts is. Yeah, I'm definitely pulling for the Brewers in this series, so I was excited about that one.
Mm.
Um,
So
but
you
yeah,
know how it is.
I'm just
I
rooting
think
for a good series. I want Milwaukee to take it tonight. I want the series to go far for sure.
I think you and I are both like this in the sense where it's like we just love seeing teams that have never won before win.
Yep,
So a Mariners Brewers World Series would just be heaven for me. It'd be like the
it'd
NBA
be
Finals.
unbelievable.
It'd be
Yeah,
like the NBA Finals this year. NBA
it would.
Finals was two teams that had never won a championship, so either way, it was going to be great. Obviously,
Different, man. I mean,
obviously it ended
everyone
with
just
an
wants something
injury,
different.
but like this year, like Seattle, one of the most exciting teams all year. Milwaukee, quite literally the best team all year. Neither team has a World Series in their franchise history, so that would be
No,
like the ultimate battle, and I would love to see it.
I agree with you 100%. I think Mariners Brewers World Series, two electric environments, two crowds that for so long have wanted to see their team finally pull through, get it done. I
Yeah.
mean, I think that'd be amazing.
So moving on, we don't have much left in sum it up, but NBA is going to be back, Andrew, next week. So one big thing, one big headline right now is there's a couple. Russell Westbrook is finally on a roster. He just signed with the Kings.
Yes, he is, and that completes the rainbow for him. So
Mhm.
congrats to Westbrook.
Westbrook has the rainbow now. KD has the rainbow. Who will get the rainbow next? But Ben Simmons is not on a roster yet. I don't think he will end up on a roster.
No, I don't think
The
so either.
Celtics just signed Ron Harper Jr. to a two-way deal. I
They
believe
did.
they
They
waived
did.
Wendell Moore,
They did
even though
that.
Wendell Moore had an unbelievable highlight the other night at TD Garden. So I hope he can find his way onto another roster because he's an exciting player. And then the biggest thing right now is LeBron James is going to miss what's looking like is going to be a month. He said he's taking this recovery process very slowly. That just leads me to believe, Andrew, I don't know about you, that this isn't his last year and that he's
No,
trying to like,
absolutely not.
I think he's trying to stay healthy so he can get that farewell tour that he wants.
I've heard the return date as far as mid-December. I know they're saying mid-November. I've heard the Lakers are potentially holding him off till December. So it might be a while before we see the king on the court, and I agree 100%. He would not retire the year he misses his first 2 months. Like, there's no shot. He'll be back next year, and I imagine next year will be his last year. But I think this will affect the Lake. I mean, it'll obviously affect the Lakers a little bit, but this will really give us a chance to see Luka Doncic's offseason work go into full effect in these first 2 months because we've all been seeing what he's been posting on social media. We've all been seeing what all of his trainers have been saying about him. I think he's lost what 15 pounds and has turned it into muscle. And if that's the case, then Luka has a perfect build for the NBA. I mean, Luka should have his best season of his career this year.
Yeah, I'm looking to see which guy that loses weight every offseason is actually going to have like a transitional year. Is it going to be Luka? Is it going to be Zion? I have no idea. They're both great players, but we hear every offseason that they lost a bunch of weight and then it magically comes back. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen there.
Someone who gained weight and looks like an absolute problem is the alien down in San Antonio. I don't know if you've been seeing
Oh,
Victor
Andrew,
Wembanyama's highlights, but he's currently bodying players down like Shaq and actually dunking the ball like Shaq. If Wemby is going to be a paint piece like this, the NBA needs to call it
yeah.
quits right now because
So
Wemby will be one of the greatest players ever if this is how he's going to start playing for the next 15 years. I can
not only
confidently say
yeah,
that.
not only is he like have the strength of Shaq now, I think he grew a couple of inches as well.
I heard that
That's
as
what I'm
well.
hearing. I'm hearing that he's
That
like
would
seven
make him
seven now.
seven.
I'm
Yeah,
hearing he's
taller, like
seven
seven
seven now.
six.
Like,
That
dude.
that's a problem. He can
Um,
shoot threes. He can. Oh my God, that's gonna be insane.
OKC, Boston, Denver, all those fan bases better be so happy that they got their championship in the 2020s because the Spurs are about to run it again. I'm
And
very afraid.
speaking of dynasties, running it back, let's move over to football and head over to
Yep.
Foxborough. The Patriots are
Oh
back,
my
Tyler.
God.
There's no other way to put it.
The Patriots are so back. Drake May is the next franchise guy. Andrew, it's been such a long 4 years. It was so miserable. I can't imagine being a Jets fan. And you know, they just suck all the
Falcons
time
haven't
now.
made the playoffs in 7 years, and you think 4 years is a long time, man?
Yep.
It's
And
the Jets haven't made it in, like you said, 15 years.
you know what the best part about all of this is, really? Best part is Drake May is so likable and he's not hated by everyone in America like Tom Brady. Uh,
We
oh,
thought
Andrew,
Brady was
just put a
pretty
smile on
likable
my
too. He
face.
just won.
hmm We're having a crazy NFL season right now, to say the least, because
Yeah.
I'd say two of the top five teams in the NFL right now, you would have never expected to see in the top five. Those
No, and
being
I would
Tampa and Indianapolis.
Tampa. I actually expected. I kind of knew Tampa would be good. And Egbuka, I didn't expect Egbuka to have the season he was going to have, but I've been watching Tampa the last few years. I knew Baker was going to break out. He's a stud. But Indianapolis was one of the last teams I saw. I actually didn't think they were going to make the playoffs this year. I think Indianapolis surprised me, and some teams that are supposed to be good really surprised me. There is no clear-cut number one team in the league.
There really isn't.
Not even not
I think
even
right now,
remotely close. We're not
I think
favoring
I
anyone. I
think
would say
right now,
Tampa.
I'd have to say Tampa as well. And we're in like the sum it up, so we can talk about this. Like we're getting close to midway through the year. I think after week 9 will be a good time for us to do like our mid-season award predictions. But Andrew, right now, I really don't think there's another person that should win MVP besides Baker Mayfield.
I
I
don't
think
think so
he's
either.
by far and away the most valuable player in the
I
NFL.
agree.
And
I
he's
agree
doing all of this
100%.
right now with not a single one of his top 3 wide receivers and without
Yeah,
his starting running back.
last week he just defeated the 49ers without Emeka Egbuka, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and Bucky Irving. I
Yeah.
mean, what? That is insane. Like that is so crazy. Baker's that 3rd and 14 run, like
Pure dog.
that sums up the whole season. Like Baker will go through any and everything to get his team the win, to get that first down, get that touchdown, get those points. Baker is the ideal quarterback you want on your team. I don't think there's a single MVP candidate besides him at the moment. There was, like, I thought Justin Herbert was. Now he's not. He's fallen off the last couple of weeks for sure.
I mean, Andrew, we had so many good games, and then like even Sunday night, we had a fight break out at the end of the game between Brian Branch and Juju Smith-Schuster, and I think
I was
Brian Branch,
justified. I think what Brian Branch did was justified. I'm completely on
yeah,
his side. The refs were not going to let the Chiefs fall to 2-4. If you watched that game, you knew the Lions had no shot from the very beginning. Like,
yeah, and
sure,
I
the Chiefs
believe
outscored them. Yeah, they did. But did the Lions get any help? No, not even a little bit. They got the least amount of help possible. That was an atrociously officiated game. And don't even get me started on the Pat Saints. Refs were. We'll get into stock up, stock down in a sec. The refs would be my stock down, but I just don't even want to talk about them anymore, Tyler.
all right, but speaking of stock up, stock down, let's go into it.
Let's
I
go.
just mentioned Sunday night being crazy, but Monday night was even better. Obviously, we saw the Falcons take down the Buffalo Bills, which was insane.
Yes, we did.
So actually, Monday night is really both of my stock up and my stock down. So my stock up is going to be DeAndre Swift of the Chicago
I
Bears.
mean, yes,
Everyone
absolutely. I
in the
think that's
world
worth it.
wrote him off, thinking that he was done for it. He wasn't going to do anything with Chicago Bears. Andrew, this guy DeAndre Swift came out here and had, I think, 100 total scrimmage yards, had like a 40-yard touchdown. He had multiple runs for 10 plus yards.
Yeah, DeAndre Swift was the single reason, besides Jaden Daniels mishandling the handoff, was the reason the Chicago Bears won that game.
I mean, great comeback. I mean, like, didn't work out with the Eagles. We saw not the Eagles. Well, he played for the Eagles too, but didn't work out with the Lions. Saw him become a Pro Bowler with the Eagles, but the Eagles obviously moved on because if you get Saquon Barkley, you can't pass up. Now he's found his home in Chicago, and now after a couple weeks, it's looking good. And he has a very easy schedule coming up against a lot of bad run defenses. So if you don't have DeAndre Swift yet, trade for him.
Oh, Tyler, this is a very good transition to my stock up. We're going to stick with the running back area, and we're going to go. I mean, it has to be Rico Dowdle, right?
Oh my God,
200,
yes.
200 plus scrimmage yards. The rest of the NFL has two. Bajan will have more than him by the end of the season, though. But Rico Dowdle these past 2 weeks has just been unbelievable. He suddenly has put himself in the top 5 rushing yards on the season. He's currently 5th in the league in rushing yards, which is I can't even put it into words,
It just
considering he
adds
didn't
more.
play the
Yeah.
first 4 weeks of the season. I mean,
It,
that's like his last 2 weeks have been absurd. Like you can call 1 week a fluke. But if you do it twice, it's not a fluke.
That just sums up like this season perfectly. Like this dude like has
It
only
really
started
does.
2 games. This season is just so all over the place. Like JSN looks like the top dog in the league right now. Like there's so much going on right now. Like I'm watching TJ Watt. I got the Thursday night game on. TJ Watt is like leading some like celebration circle. Like the NFL is just in a weird place right now. Like you got teams that are bad that should be good, teams that are good that should be bad, and one team that has gotten worse than they should be, lost the number 1 seed in the AFC East. My stock down is the Buffalo Bills. Drake May broke them. Patriots
Love
are
it.
back to being number 1. Buffalo looks rattled. They lost a heartbreaker to the Patriots 2 weeks ago on Sunday night. Tried to bounce back versus struggling Falcons team coming off a bye week. Bijan Robinson and Drake London ran and caught all over their face. Buffalo didn't stand a chance, and they got taken down by the Falcons. So Buffalo has lost two in a row and lost possession of the AFC East title right now. So I think there's very clearly that Buffalo has to be my stock down.
I mean, listen, the Bills only lost by 10 because the Falcons play like morons. The Falcons realistically should have won that game by 17 points. I mean, London was an inch away from tacking on 7 more points, and there were multiple instances where we should have scored. But I didn't think that game was close for a second. Atlanta, to my surprise, to everyone's surprise, ran the first to the fourth quarter the whole time. The only time the Bills had any life was the very first drive when Josh Allen landed that 50-yard pass. That was it. That was the only light they had all game. I think that's a very valid stock down. And mine is the other undefeated team in week 4, the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, this is what we mean. Like 2 weeks ago, we had clear cut number ones. It was the Bills and the Eagles. Now neither of them are the number one. Now we don't know who to pick because the Eagles, not only did they lose, they look awful. Their
They
offensive
look so
coordinator,
rattled. Yeah.
their offensive coordinator is a brick. He should not be on this team by the beginning of next season. Saquon Barkley, he's disappearing. He got 6 rushing attempts. They got dismantled by the Giants. Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboo ran that game. It wasn't even remotely close.
CTE
The
twins,
same type
man.
of deal. The Eagles lost by 10, but they should have lost by more. And this week they go to Minnesota. I think they're going to lose. It's Carson Wentz at quarterback, and I think the Eagles are going to lose to Carson Wentz in his revenge game. The Eagles are my stock down. They're going to drop to 4-3. AJ Brown's upset. Saquon's upset. They run the tush push 4 times in a row. The country hates them. There is zero positivity going on over there for the Birds.
They went from being so likable to so unlikable so fast. And it doesn't help that, they're in such a hole right now. They really need to bounce back right now, or else they're going to be on serious fraud watch. And we keep hearing AJ Brown's name in trade talks all over the place. Is he coming to New England? Is he going to go somewhere else? Probably not New England because of the cap hit. But would I like that? Hell yeah, I would, because you know why? It's not my money we're spending to get him.
Exactly.
But sticking with NFL, this is a perfect time to rotate right into pick 'em.
Let's
Uh,
head on into it.
when the World Series comes around, hopefully it'll be a good timing for us to make the show. So we'll just throw in our World Series picks then. But Andrew will tack World Series picks on top of the NFL that week. But Andrew has our stats for last week, current NFL season, and just overall. So I'll just send it over, Andrew. How are you and I looking right now?
So this past week was definitely our worst work so far this year. I finished the week at 10-6. Tyler, you finished at 8-8, which bumps
Oh.
our records down, both of our percentages down. Let me just pull those up quickly. But last week not great. There were a decent amount of upsets. All the night games. I think we went 0 for 4, or I went 1 for 4 because I trust my Falcons. You went 0 for 4 on primetime games. That makes me 31-14-1 in football in the season. It makes you 26-20-1 on the season all time. 36-15-1, 29-23-1.
So I'm down by what, 7 right now to you?
And all time 7 in football 5.
So I have some room to make up, is what
You
you're
got
saying.
some ground to gain. And this week might be a diversion week. You never know.
All right, so if we're gonna get right into it, we have a game on tonight. We got
We do.
Cincinnati Bengals facing the Pittsburgh Steelers here in less than an hour, more like 20, 30 minutes. So
It's coming
Andrew,
up.
I'm gonna say this first. The Steelers need to find a way to go 10-7 or 9-8, and I think this is gonna be one of those 7 or 8 losses tonight. Give me the Bengals to finally break this 4-game losing streak and bounce back. Look for a big game from Jamar. Look for a big game from T in the air. This will be like the real determining fact. I wouldn't even say that for Chase Brown because Pittsburgh has a good run defense, but Jalen Ramsey can only guard one cornerback, and they don't have Minka Fitzpatrick over the top anymore. So look for the air game to be very strong for the Bengals. And I think Joe Flacco gets his first one with his new team in the AFC North.
I mean, listen, I got the Steelers, so already we got two different picks. The Bengals will have some success in the air. I imagine. I still think Joe Flacco is going to struggle, throw some stupid picks. He's not much better than Jake Browning. I mean, having Jamar Chase helps, of course it does, but the Steelers on offense will be the same thing. If they're facing the Bengals, the Bengals being bad is not just because Burrow's out. Last year they missed the playoffs with Burrow. Burrow had one of the best seasons I've ever seen.
Burrow probably could have been the MVP last year if they won a couple more games.
Absolutely. But you know why they sucked? Their defense. Their defense is still atrocious. I
And
think Aaron
I
Rodgers
believe
actually
Trey
looks
Hendrickson's not
pretty.
playing tonight either. That's going to be a big thing.
Aaron Rodgers looked pretty good last week against the Browns defense, which has actually not looked terrible. The Browns defense has not looked bad, and Aaron Rodgers performed great against the Browns defense. Give me the Steelers to win tonight.
All right, and now we're gonna head over to the Sunday slate. First one, we got Mike Vrabel's revenge game in Tennessee. Tennessee actually just fired their head coach this week. Now they have an interim head coach. Patriots coming in this one 4-2. Titans are 1-5 off of the weirdest win in the entire league. I think Mike Vrabel's pretty easily going to get his revenge here. There's not much else I can say about this. The Pats are absolutely rolling right now, and I don't see it stopping with Tennessee.
Yeah, the Pats will be 5-2, the Titans will be 1-6. It's that simple.
Hmm.
Vrabel is going to take out all of his rage on the Titans because he really got fired for no reason. I seriously don't understand. Like the Titans could have think of the Titans right now. They could have AJ Brown and Mike Vrabel on that team, possibly with Cam Ward still, maybe still with Derrick Henry. The Titans could very well still be a good team, and they brought it upon themselves. They don't deserve to be good.
Now Mike Vrabel and AJ Brown might be linking up somewhere else. Who knows?
You
Um,
never know, man.
but next, we're heading back over across the pond, 9:30 a.m. Sunday morning. Oh, I didn't even say this one first. My apologies. But because on Real, I have like the Patriots is like my favorite. So
No, it's fair. It's
they're
fair.
always
Yep.
the first game. But yeah, Sunday morning we got two teams very hot right now. We got the Rams versus the Jags. I think this is going to be a good one, Andrew. I'll send this over to you first too. Who you got?
I think it'll be a good one, but I think that there is a big skill difference in both of these teams. Give me the Rams. I mean, the Jaguars have been fun this year. They've been a blast to watch. But I mean, come on, give me the Rams. Last week was the first week where Stafford didn't look good. And that was against the Baltimore Ravens, who, yes, they're 1-5. They still don't have that bad of a defense. Give me Matt Stafford to dismantle the Jaguars defense. Give me Kyron Williams to have fun against the Jaguars defense. And I believe Puka is still out.
Yep.
Puka's not playing, so that stinks for them. But I still like the Rams over the Jags. I don't like Trevor Lawrence. I still don't. I don't trust in Lawrence yet. I think the
Yeah.
Rams defense will have their way with Trevor. I think the Rams will win this one not by too much. They'll pull away at the end, but it'll be fun for most of it. But give me the Rams.
Yeah, I have the same logic as you here. Even though there's no Puka Nacua, I think Matthew Stafford is as good of a game manager as anybody that's ever played in the NFL. I think he's going to pick apart this young Jags team really well. I think Trevor will play good, but I think he's going to have a couple of hiccups here just because it's going to be who has more experience. And at the end of the day, it's Stafford and not Trevor Lawrence. So I'm going to take LA on this one. Next one, we got Saints versus Chicago. I'm gonna pretty easily take the Bears on this one. I think Bears jump up to 4-2 because I just don't think the Saints are that good. I think Swift is gonna have another good week. I think Caleb is gonna go back to throwing to Rome because Saints defense isn't as strong as Washington's defense was, I believe. Yeah. So I
Yeah,
think yeah, we'll see a big game from Rome. Caleb's gonna be airing it out a lot, and I think Swift will have another good game on the ground.
I mean, I the Saints are a really weird team to me because they always pull some stupid magic sometimes that makes games close. I'm gonna go with the Bears too, but this won't be a blowout. People think it'll be a blowout. I don't think it will. I think the Saints will put up a fight for some reason. They'll have a bunch of really stupid ways to score, but they will score. But they're gonna fall to 1-6. Give me the Bears.
Yep. Next one we have toilet bowl of the week. So let's just give it up for toilet bowl of the week. We got Dolphins Browns. I think this one's actually pretty easy if you ask me. I'm gonna take the Browns like very easily to win this one because it's just the better defense, and I think Gabriel can pick apart the Miami defense better than Tua will be able to pick apart the Dolphins. Tua will be able to pick apart the Browns defense.
I don't think either of them will pick apart either defense. I just think Tua's that bad, especially like we just talked about. The Browns defense is actually not that bad. Last week was probably the worst they've looked all year, and it was against Aaron Rodgers, who, granted, he's old. He's still always going to have that veteran experience, that top five quarterback experience. But Tua threw three picks last week. He's going to do a
Yeah.
very similar feat this week. Give
It
it's.
sucks too, because
I'm
Tua's
not.
like the
I'm not
only
going to
one that
watch
wants
much
to
of
be there.
this.
You know what I mean? Tua's like the only guy that wants to be there. And like the players like aren't showing up to meetings and not showing up to players only meetings.
That's
It's a
another
big
thing.
disaster.
The more out there is toast because he
Yeah.
also ratted on everyone. I mean, yeah, show up to meetings, but it's not really something you mention to the media.
It's a big disaster over there in Miami right now. And I think if McDaniel goes, I think the vibes might turn around,
Oh,
but we'll just have to
McDaniel's
see.
gone. After
Yeah.
this week, they're gonna lose this week, and McDaniel's gone. I'm with you.
Next up we have AFC West matchup. We got Raiders Chiefs. I I would love to say the Raiders. It's just there's nothing in my body that can make me say it. I think
I agree.
Chiefs are gonna win this one pretty easily. So yeah.
I agree with you. At
Um
Arrowhead, the
yeah.
Chiefs are coming off of a big refs victory. They got all the momentum. Now they're gonna have a winning record. Now they're gonna be good again. It's gonna be the Chiefs. I agree with you.
I know. But there's still gonna be a race there for the AFC West title, so they can't get too comfortable yet. Next up, you already said your pick for this one. So I'll just say my pick
All
for
right.
this. It's Eagles Vikings. You said Vikings. I'm gonna fade you and I'm gonna say the Eagles get back in the win
Okay.
column. Two rough losses in a row. So we have two deciding games right now, I believe.
Two
So yeah.
deciding games so far. Yep. Yeah,
So
no,
yeah.
the bank's gonna be bumping. All right, the bank's gonna be bumping, and the Vik yeah, I got the Vikings winning this one. I think Isaiah Rodgers is gonna have a day with this god awful offensive coordinator over there in Philly. I hate him so much. Yes, I'm a Saquon fantasy owner. That's partially why I hate him. But God, their offense is just
Mm,
terrible. He doesn't know how to utilize Hurts.
no, they really don't. And it's
I
really
hope he gets
bad.
fired.
It's all falling apart. The only play they know is the tush push. It's really bad. Next game. Sorry, I don't know what
That
was
is
going on
true.
there. Next game we have two teams that I thought would have similar records, but one of them's doing actually pretty good. We got the Panthers and the Jets, and until they win a game, I'm gonna fade the Jets every single time. So I'm just gonna say Carolina. So
I
I don't
can't
know
believe
about
the
you.
Panthers are about to be 4-3. Like
Hmm.
I, there's no way the Panthers are going to be 4-3, but they are. They're gonna like they're not losing to the Jets. No one's losing to the Jets. Fields threw for 45 yards. We all had more net passing yards than Justin Fields last week.
Yeah, that was
I
bad.
was sleeping
That was
during the
bad.
game.
That was such a
So
bad game too. Like I just did not enjoy any
no,
second
it
of
was
that.
awful. It was awful. That made me lose respect for Denver. We'll get into them later, but yeah, give me the Panthers. I hate it, but give me the Panthers.
Next we got the battle of two young quarterbacks. We got Giants Broncos. I think this will be a very good game, Andrew.
And here we are. There's the Broncos. So the
And
Broncos got the New York
this is
Gauntlet.
starting the 4 o'clock window, by the way. So
So
that'll be the
this
first four
one's at
o'clock.
Denver.
Yeah.
Broncos got the East Rutherford, New Jersey Gauntlet. I think the Broncos win this one by a lot. They're gonna recover after their disaster class of a win last week. They're gonna move to, I believe, 5-2. They're 4-2 right now. I like Denver a lot. I've said this multiple times. I really like the Denver defense. I really like Bo Nix. I really like Cortland Sutton, even though he did not do much last week. I like the Giants too. They're fun, but fluke wins happen. I kind of think that was a mix of the Eagles being awful and the Giants being good at the right time. Give me the Broncos by a good amount here.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with everything you just said right there. I think the Broncos are gonna see those words that say New York across the Giants jerseys, and I think that's just gonna make them come out of there with vengeance, and I think they're just gonna take them down. So yeah, give me the Broncos. Next one, we've got another great young quarterback battle. Two teams that I can't say I'm shocked that they're both doing good, but one of them more shocked than the other. We got the Colts versus the Chargers.
So I'm gonna go with the Chargers here. I'd like the Chargers to tie the Colts in the AFC standings. I like Herbert, I like Hampton, but that backup Vital, he was great last week.
Mike Vidal, yeah, he did awesome.
Vidal, my apologies. I want to see more of him this upcoming week as he looked amazing. Lad McConkey had a great week this past week. I want to see more of that from him. Granted, their defense played awful. Yes, they got 3 interceptions on Tua, but the Dolphins scored 27 points.
Hmm.
Um, give me give me the Chargers here. Take a win over the Colts. Bring the Colts back to reality. The Colts are not going to finish with 13 wins. That's not happening. Like you referenced with the Steelers. The Colts need to lose a few games. This is one of them. Give me the Chargers.
I would love to agree with you, Andrew, there, but Indiana Jones just looks too good to be stopped. I think this game's going to be a shootout, but I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts in this one to come away with the dub. I mean, they're firing on all cylinders right now. Jonathan Taylor is looking like arguably the best running back in the entire league. Daniel Jones is dishing it out to all of his weapons right now. They look unstoppable. So until they get stopped, I'm going to take the Colts.
I mean, the one thing that worries me in this game is Jonathan Taylor against this Chargers defense. The Chargers run defense has not been very good this year, and Jonathan Taylor has been nothing but good. So, it's all lining up for Jonathan Taylor masterclass again. But I'm confident in the Chargers offense to keep up with them. I think this is going to be a phenomenal game.
This will be like probably the game of the 4 o'clock. There's actually one other 4 o'clock game that I hope is really good, but it's not this next one that we have. We have the Packers versus the Cardinals. Very simple. I think the Packers are going to beat the brakes off of them. I don't think this
Yep,
game's going to be remotely close.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Give me the Packers. I don't think this should be very close at all.
Next one. This is the other 4 o'clock game I was saying is going to be good. We got an NFC East matchup. We got the Commanders versus the Cowboys.
This one should be fun. Um, so this one's in Dallas because you have to have like an America's Game of the Week in Dallas, of course, right? Tom Brady's got
Yep.
to be down there at least once a year. Um, I still I've been thinking about this one all day. I really don't know which way to go
This can
here,
go
but
really either way.
I mean it's two really good offenses against two really bad defenses.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what this is. But I'm gonna lean towards the Cowboys. Give me Dallas to win at
Wow.
home
I did not think
and
me and you
take
were
the
going to
win
be
over
on
the
the,
Commanders.
I did not think me and you were going to be on the same level here, but I'm going to take
You
the
have Dallas
Cowboys.
too?
I'm going to take the Cowboys also, Andrew. Wow.
I like it.
Great,
I
great
like it.
wavelength right there. Good stuff, kid.
Yeah.
And Sunday night, we got the Dirty Birds versus the 49ers. I don't know who's going to be in at quarterback yet for the 49ers, but looking like George Kittle is going to play this game. We might have some other guys coming back, but two guys we know aren't coming back are Fred Warner and Nick Bosa. They're both up for the year. But yeah, Andrew, how are we feeling about the Dirty Birds versus
I
the
feel
actual,
amazing.
yeah, according to ESPN, the
I feel
actual number
amazing.
one running back in the league?
Oh, he's the number one running back in the league. He's the most skilled player in the NFL. It's quite frankly not even that close. So anyone who disagrees otherwise is just either a Falcons hater or doesn't know
I just
ball.
realized what
Um,
I just said, but yeah, I think Bijan is the best, but I'm saying like according to ESPN's rankings right now, they have CMC number one. I'm sure Bijan's also up there in like the top three with,
Bijan's
I'm
better than
guessing.
CMC.
Well,
Bijan is
yeah, duh.
absolutely better than CMC.
Well, I'm just
CMC
saying,
has more rushing yards, but he also played an extra week. But John
listen,
leads the NFL in scrimmage yards by 50 yards. He played one less week than everyone else on that leaderboard below him.
yeah, but you don't know as much as ESPN. Just remember that. They know everything.
My pet dog, Scarlet, knows more than ESPN, Tyler. Give me
There
the
you
Falcons
go.
by 17 here. Give me the
Shout out
Falcons
Scarlett
with a
Youngworth.
dominant shout out Scarlet Youngworth, go to dog. Give me the Falcons by 17 tonight. Mac Jones is questionable. Their entire defense is hurt. CMC worries me a little bit. Yeah, CMC's gonna have his way with the Falcons defense a little bit, but the Falcons defense has been they just locked up Josh Allen. They just locked up Josh Allen. They got a 2 game win streak with a bye in between the two wins. They're feeling healthy. They're feeling well, mostly healthy.
Hmm.
I'm done rambling. Give me the Falcons.
Yeah. I'd love to pick Atlanta, Andrew, but in my heart,
Oh
I
my
feel I
god.
feel like I
Oh
feel
my
like they're gonna
god.
find a way to win. So I'm gonna take the Bang Bang Niner gang to take down the Dirty Birds. And hey, if the Dirty Birds pull this off, I will pick them next week.
Right?
Regardless of the matchup,
I
I
like
will pick
that.
the Dirty Birds
Well, they
next
play the
next week.
Dolphins after that, so I would
Oh,
expect most people to pick the Falcons. But
okay.
yeah, no, I really hope they don't Falcon this one. I don't
Yeah.
think they will. I'm gonna fall for it. I'm gonna fall for the
Yeah.
trap and hope that they don't let me down. I'm expecting a 4-2 record next
Hmm.
Monday morning.
All right. Speaking of Monday, let's go to the most inconvenient Monday night schedule of all time, probably.
Can the
Uh,
NFL wait? Can the
yeah.
NFL stop this, please? Where is it coming from? Why are they doing this?
We'll see if the timing was different, I wouldn't mind, but let me explain why I don't like this. Well, so the first
Because
game's at
Seattle
7
plays at
7
10
p.m.
p.m.
Yeah, Seattle and Houston kick off at 10 p.m. We'll get to their game, but the first game should be another good one. We got Tampa versus Detroit, but I'm gonna just come out and say I'm gonna take Tampa pretty easily here. Baker Mayfield is looking like the best quarterback in the entire league. He doesn't have any of his starting wide receivers currently right now, so I think Baker Mayfield's just gonna keep riding the momentum, and I think he's gonna take down the Lions.
That reasoning that you just gave is why I'm actually going to take Detroit that
Wow.
Monday night. I don't. I think you can win without your three receivers against a team that's playing almost all backups at this point. But against the Lions in Detroit, almost I think basically fully healthy, that's not going to happen. That's simply not going to happen. The Lions got fire lit in them after last week's monstrosity that took place Sunday night. All right, they're pissed. Everyone on that team is pissed. We saw it after the game.
Hmm.
Gibbs had a bad week. He is due to have an amazing week against the Tampa defense, which has a very good running defense. I think Gibbs is going to tear them apart, and he's going to
Hmm.
lower all of Tampa's defense running stats. Give me the Lions here.
I think if Tampa wins this game, given what you just said, Baker Mayfield has MVP locked up.
Well,
There,
the
it won't
season's
be.
early. You can still collapse. You can
It
still
will not
collapse.
be.
But I
To
agree.
me, it will not be a discussion if Tampa pulls this one off.
If Tampa wins this week, Baker is in the moment in his own world in the MVP race. And Tampa is the best team in the league if they win this week.
hmm Then our final game of the week, we have Houston Texans versus Seattle Seahawks. Texans coming off a bye week after getting two very much needed wins in a row.
I mean, the bye week won't do much. I'm gonna take Seattle at
Yep.
10 p.m. The time will affect Houston for sure. It won't affect Seattle. It's gonna be 7 p.m. over there. It's gonna affect us over here on the East Coast. None of us are happy about it, but
Yep.
give me Seattle by actually a pretty big margin here. I'm not a Texans believer. Seattle moves to 5-2. Texans are 2-4, and it all goes downhill for Houston.
Yeah, I think Lumen Field's going to be bumping. I think Sam Darnold and JSN have one of the best connections in all of the NFL right now. The two of those guys
If
are
not the best,
they're simply like, they're one human right now. You know what I mean? Like those guys are just
100%.
connected. So yeah, I'm going to take Seattle as well. So Andrew, we got another great week of games. I think we have what, three, four? I think we have four difference makers right now.
I think we have
So
five. We have a
four,
good
four
amount,
or
I
five,
think.
something like that.
We
Four
have
or
a decent
five.
amount.
This could be the week I come back. This could be the week I lose it for good. We will see. But right now, we're gonna head right on over to final roster. All right, welcome to final roster. Andrew, I'm hoping I brought the heat again. I got a little lazy this week. I didn't go as hard in the paint or creative as I normally do with this category, but to
That's all
me,
right,
this is
man. Sometimes simple's better.
this is wide receiver U for me, just given the history, even though all my favorite guys went to LSU. We're going to do start bench cut Ohio State wide receivers. So this is going to be just
Okay.
their time at Ohio State. We have Marvin Harrison Jr., Jeremiah Smith, and Garrett Wilson.
Based on their time at Ohio State,
Yeah. Can't really like compare Jeremiah Smith because he's not in the league yet.
something random just fell. Based on their time at Ohio State, I mean, Jeremiah Smith had one of the greatest freshman seasons ever.
Yeah, he
Like
did.
one of the greatest freshman wide receiver seasons ever. Marvin Harrison went highest rated wide receiver in the draft for a reason. He was unbelievable at Ohio State. Garrett Wilson was a stud too. None of them won the Natty, but Garrett Wilson was the only one to beat Michigan.
He was the only one to beat
And
Michigan. This
that
is true.
that that matters over there. That it may not matter that much to other fans when they're comparing this stuff, but to Buckeye fans, if you ask them that matters.
That's more than
Uh,
a national championship to them.
I will say, well, I don't know why I said none of them won. Jeremiah Smith just won the big one. I'm starting Jeremiah Smith. He's
I think
only
that's
played one
valid.
full season. I'm absolutely starting Jeremiah Smith. The best wide receiver on a national championship team that was the best team in the country as a true freshman. He's projected top five in whatever draft he declares for, most likely the 2027 draft. He will be a top five pick for sure, possibly higher. I'm starting Smith. Between Harrison and Wilson, I'm gonna bench MHJ, cut Wilson. MHJ, even though he hasn't been amazing in the NFL, he was unbelievable at Ohio State. Everyone thought he was gonna be better than his dad. Obviously, so far he's not really on track to do that. But at Ohio State, he was unbelievable. He did exactly what his dad did when he was at Ohio State.
I think just because Marvin Harrison Jr. already had like his 3 year career there or however long he played, I'm gonna start him, but I am gonna bench Jeremiah Smith and I'm gonna cut Garrett Wilson. Obviously, Garrett Wilson won the game, and that hangs higher than probably Jeremiah Smith national championship if you ask Buckeyes players. But Jeremiah Smith was so good as a true freshman that I think right now he's definitely on track to probably be the best Ohio State wide receiver of all time, just at the school. But right now, I still think that it's Marvin Harrison Jr. But I think Jeremiah Smith is like on the trajectory to get there.
By the way, I actually said that Marvin Harrison Sr. went to Ohio State. He didn't. He went
Yeah,
right
I
here.
was gonna
But
say he went behind you.
yeah, no, he went right here. I meant in college, not at Ohio State specifically. But yeah, MHJ, unbelievable. I agree with you on that. I thought that was pretty creative. I thought that was a good start bench cut. Um,
Yeah, I'm ready for yours now.
so mine, Tyler, mine's not professional either. We're gonna go below college. We're gonna go to high school, and I shouldn't tell you can tell where I'm going with this. Best high school basketball teams of all time.
Oh my
16
God.
Chino Hills, 2020 Montverde, 2024 Montverde.
All right, so 2024
Start
Montverde
bench cut.
2024 Montverde is getting cut right off the bat.
Really?
Because they're not even like in the same category
Really?
as the other two. Dude,
Okay.
2016 Chino Hills was a public school with four NBA players in the starting lineup,
I know.
and
I
and
know.
another guy that played overseas.
All
And
three of
tw
them went undefeated. All three of them got the starting lineup full of NBA players. All three of them won their state championship. Well,
can you remind me
2020 got
of
cut off.
2024 Montverde?
Cooper Flag, Derek Queen, Liam McNeely, all three of which, well, Cooper Flag is one of the greatest prospects we've ever seen. Derek
Yep.
Queen was one of the best high school prospects in the country and is now one of what he had an amazing season at Maryland last year. And then Liam McNeely, same deal. They're
I
they
mean,
they're
they're
not much
good.
different. 2024 Montverde is not much different than 2020 or 2016 Chino Hills.
I mean, they're good, don't get me wrong, but I'm like gonna cut them pretty easily. This is so tough. Because then 2020 Montverde, you have Scotty Barnes and Cade Cunningham, who are both studs. I believe Moses Moody was on that team as well, right?
Yes, he was.
Who else was on this 2020 Montverde team?
It was well, I
Uh,
mean, we all know it was
we know Cade and Scotty.
yeah, Cade and Scotty. They were the big ones. But you got
Moody as
I
well.
have, I have the roster pulled up right here. You got Ryan Nemhart on the team, Moses Moody. But the big two were Scotty and Cade. Cade like they're
Oof.
Cade in them. Everyone said Cade in them
This
because Cade
is
is one of the best players people had ever seen coming out of high school. And Scotty Barnes, like all you
yeah.
need in high school basketball is two or three elite players.
Yeah.
And that's why I can't count out 2024 just yet. I mean, McNeely,
Yeah.
Queen, and Flag are all already in the league. And Flag went number one.
I think just this might be like a bit of a personal reason, but I think because they were able to beat every private school as a public school, I have to start 2016 Chino Hills. Just because like we came from a public school, right? And it when we would play like a private school like Archie's or something like that, it felt so much better than beating like another public school in our division. Just because like we're a bunch of public school kids that just beat people that pay to go to high school. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Chino Hills did that. Like they were just a normal high school kids. Had the Ball brothers, had Onyeka Okongwu, had Eli Scott. You had LaMelo, and even though this wasn't 2016, you had LaMelo drop 92 points in a game. But when
I
all
mean,
three Ball brothers were on the court, they were special. They won California State Championship for a reason. Took down any private school out there. So yeah, I'm gonna take Chino Hills.
that team was so tough because Melo was 15 years old,
Yeah. So
dropping
so
30
I guess yeah,
points
I'll
on
start Chino Hills.
16-year-olds.
Cut 2020 Montverde. Uh no, start 2016 Chino Hills.
I was about to say, you
Bench
switch?
20 bench 2020 Montverde. Cut 2024 Montverde.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's fair. So I think dude, this is tougher than people think. Because like high school Cooper Flag is performing well against high school Cade or anyone in Chino in high school. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's the best prospect ever for a reason. And then like Derek Queen went top 15 of the draft too. He's a stud.
Big
Liam
shout out
McNeely's
Derek
a
Queen, by the
stud.
way. Did you see
Like
what Derek Queen did after he got drafted?
that.
He updated his LinkedIn saying that he had started a new position with the Pelicans. I thought that was fire. Big shout out to Derek Queen for that. That was
I
awesome.
actually did not know that. I did not know that. Um yeah, no, Queen's a stud. Like it's recency bias aside, it's tougher than people think. I'll still cut them because I do think the other two are just that legendary. But 2024 is right behind them, if not right there. Like they all went undefeated. They all won the state championship. I think it's a lot closer than people give it credit for. But I'm going to start 2020 Montverde and not cut
Wow.
bench 2016 Chino Hills. No one was beating Cade and Scotty. No one was beating Cade and Scotty. Yes, there were more NBA players out of Chino Hills, and they were a public school, which makes it cooler. I think the 2016 team has the most aura out of any high school sports team ever.
Easily,
Because like
dude. See
like
the
like
people
we
that be
said,
going to their
Melo,
games, dude?
like they caught like people used to like tickets would sell out instantly for public high school basketball games. Like what other school ever has done that?
I think
I
like
think I think they're
I think
definitely the most.
Quavo pulled up to some games, dude. Like they were just on
I
top of the
remember
world at the
Jesser
time.
and LSK used to go all the
Yes,
time.
sir. And
They used to
LSK used to
vlog
go,
about
yep.
go. They used to make vlogs about going to those games. They would get millions of views because everyone wanted to see what was happening.
And
But
then Jesser got dunked on by LaMelo a couple weeks
that did
after that, which
happen.
was crazy.
That did happen. But yeah,
Uh,
give me Cade
yeah.
and them. I
So
think 2020
yeah,
Montverde is the greatest high school team we've ever seen.
Andrew, you brought the heat, dude. I will say,
Yeah,
and
I appreciate that.
I want to keep the heat going. I think I brought the heat this week with this week's on the clock category. We're gonna go best trash talkers in sports. So I have 10 names right here. You have whatever you have. You have the first pick, Andrew. So where are you gonna go with the best trash talkers?
So trash talking is very broad because not broad, but there's many ways you can go about how you rate the best trash talker. And in my opinion, it's not exactly what you say, it's how cold you are with it. And there is no human on the planet colder than Larry Bird. He is my
Yeah,
101.
that's
He would
that's a very
say,
fair one-on-one.
he would say, I'm gonna shoot a fadeaway from that wing right there in your face, and it's gonna go in. He would tell him what he's gonna do. He would do it, hit it, and then look at you. He told other teams that it was disrespectful to have white men guarding him. He would save his he
That
would
is the
score
most.
47 points with his left hand to say he was using his right hand for the Lakers. There is no one who was better at trash talking and backed it up than Larry Bird. The coldest player ever has to be the greatest trash talker ever
Yeah,
simply because he backed it up. He meant every word he ever said.
dude, he wasn't even trash talk. It was just facts, honestly, with Larry Bird. Like Larry Bird
But there,
walked in.
there was trash talk that has not been released. Like
This dude
I
walked
know
into the
Larry
three-point
Bird said some
contest.
of that stuff to
Larry Bird
players.
walked into the three-point contest with his warm-up on, didn't even take it off, and went over to the bench and said, "Which one of you guys is
That's
coming in
something I didn't
second
even
place?" And then
mention.
he proceeds to win. And
He said
when he
it in the
shot the
locker
last,
room
yeah,
before they walked out there.
and then when
He
he
said who's
shot the
coming in second.
then when he shot the last one, he walked away because he already knew it was going in.
I mean, the greatest trash talker of all time. No, absolutely zero debate because of how he backed it up. Like
Yeah.
it's in my opinion, it's no debate.
I think for me, my pick, I have to go another Celtic. And I think if I say one quote, you'll know who I'm talking about. All I gotta say is over a ball game, Mello, I'm going Kevin Garnett with my first round pick. Kevin
Um,
Garnett said some of the most wild stuff in the entire world, Andrew. I don't know if you've heard any of Kevin Garnett stories. They're definitely not appropriate for this one, but the one about Carmelo Anthony was kind of crazy. What is going on over here?
so so random people from my dorm just walked in. I got a room check going on, so I got to move over to the lounge of my floor. So I'm gonna.
This is a very
It's
interesting
over.
setup.
It's done. That was it.
Oh wow.
Oh, that was the room check. Okay, so
WRA. Shout out to the Syracuse RAs. I
no,
mean,
not shout out to the Syracuse RA. They just messed up that segment. So
I still think that was pretty good. Like we didn't go like off script or anything. Like we can just keep it going. But yeah, Andrew, my second pick. I don't if you were busy, you didn't hear it. My second pick is
I heard the name.
Kevin Garnett. I mean,
Yeah,
I've heard some awful, awful trash talk stories about KG. This dude would say literally anything to get into his opponent's head. It was so bad. The one with Carmelo Anthony in particular sticks out because what he said to Carmelo was so bad that Carmelo went out to the Celtics bus outside of MSG after the game trying to fight KG over what he had said.
yeah, and it was revealed what he said. It wasn't
It
exactly the
was
nicest
what
thing.
wasn't not the
And
nicest thing in the world,
um,
no.
the worst thing he ever said was to Tim Duncan. We all know what he
You
said.
know what he said to
It's
Tim
not.
Duncan?
That's
That
not
was
even
not cool.
trash talk. That's just
That's
evil
just
words.
wrong. That's
Awful.
wrong,
No.
yeah. Stuff he
Yeah.
said to
KG
Joakim
is
Noah, like yeah.
KG was
KG,
my other
awful.
option there. But that was more because of what he said. Like he was just
Yeah.
ruthless, and he's still a trash talker now. Now that
Oh
he
yeah.
doesn't play, he has zero regard
Like
for
even
anyone.
remember when Paul Pierce had to like walk to their studio and KG like drove by him walking and he was just chirping him the entire time? Like
Yeah,
that's just what I love about
KG is a
KG.
different breed. So for my second pick, we're gonna stick with basketball. I mean, we're gonna go with the GOAT, Michael Jordan. I mean,
I had Jordan here too,
like
yep.
he teammates were terrified of him because of how competitive he got at practice. He ruined Muggsy Bogues' career. That's an iconic story, and I'm
Oh
not
my
sure how many
God,
people
yeah.
know about that. But Jordan's trash talk ruined Muggsy Bogues' career, and he went and said that Muggsy Bogues has talked about it and said
Yeah,
Jordan saying "shoot it, you effing midget" is the reason Bo never his stats declined more than like he doubled the amount of points he was averaging before that statement, and he ended
yeah.
up retiring just 2 years after that. And he said it was Jordan's trash talk that ended his career. I mean,
That's insane
Jordan
to
was the
me.
great one of the greatest trash talkers of all time.
Oh, 100%. Now, my next pick, Andrew. This guy, I really think could have gone number one. He was my second. I was going to take him over Jordan, so I'm very glad you did not pick him. The One of the main reasons the UFC is as big as it is, the if you give this man a microphone, you done messed up if you're on the receiving end of his trash talk. Give me the notorious Conor McGregor with my
Yeah,
second pick.
that's fair.
Conor
That's
McGregor
fair.
with Conor McGregor with a microphone is one of the most dangerous men on the entire planet. Not even talking about him in the ring. The stuff Conor McGregor would say during games, not even games, like during press conferences, and then what he would say after he won, even when he would lose, the stuff Conor McGregor would say was so vile to his opponents that like you can't just ignore him.
I mean, yeah, Conor McGregor, and he's definitely gone off the charts in recent years. But
Yeah,
I mean, even when he wasn't crazy, his trash talk was the best. And it's the fact that again he can back it up. I mean,
yep,
he's Conor McGregor. He never. I can't even say words about it. I agree with you completely. Conor McGregor is a perfectly
yeah.
valid
Peak
um
Conor McGregor was a different
duo too.
animal, dude.
And I'm gonna. Mine's kind of similar. We're gonna stick with fighting. We're gonna go with Iron Mike Tyson,
There you go.
one of the
Yep,
greatest trash talkers of all time, one of the craziest people of all time. One of my favorite quotes of all time was from Mike Tyson. This just shows how crazy he is. So he would so before every match, when they stand eye to eye,
yep.
there are times where Tyson has spit in people's faces before. He has said horrible things, kind of like KG about their families, all that stuff. One of his favorite quotes is, "Man is not meant to be humble; he's meant to be humbled." Like
Oh, that's a bar.
Tyson, it's such a bar, and he meant every word of it. He's one of the greatest trash talkers of all time. He's one of the meanest athletes of all time.
Oh, 100%. Good pick right there. I'm torn between two guys. They're both NFL. Um, hmm. All right, I'm gonna go with a guy who didn't have as long of a prime as the other guy, but I'm gonna take Richard Sherman with my next pick.
That's where I was gonna go next.
Richard
That's where I
Sherman
was
to
gonna go
me,
next.
Andrew, probably has the greatest NFL trash talking clip of all time. You know
Crabtree.
exact when you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're gonna get. The fact that Richard Sherman not only made like the play to send Seattle to the Super Bowl in that game, the fact that he went to try and give Crabtree a handshake after saying good game, and Crabtree was just so salty that he like smacked him in the face and everything. Like it was just like peak trash talk. Like that was peak LOB. LOB was at their best. There was no defense anywhere near as good as they were, and Richard Sherman was one of like the three-headed monsters of that team. And like
Yeah,
he talked all the trash and they backed it up.
and that's one of the greatest names of all time. Legion of Boom is
Yeah.
just beyond legendary. And quarterback wide receiver rivalries like that are legendary. And I gotta go with a wide receiver now. Steve Smith. Like
Oh wow,
he,
good pick.
his quote is, "I came out the womb trash talking." I mean, he him and Aqib Talib were one of those rivalries I was kind of referencing there. He has said some crazy stuff to Aqib Talib, along with Darrell Revis and some other legendary corners of that era. Steve Smith, like I said, came out the womb trash talking. One of the probably the greatest receiver in Ravens history. And man, he meant every word he ever said. And again, he backed it up.
Yeah. I have another wide receiver here with my fourth pick, Andrew. His team's actually playing right now on Thursday Night Football. Uh, Good friends with this guy. Give me Chad Ochocinco.
That's a great pick.
Ochocinco would say whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted. He told the NFL office that he wasn't going to stop doing what he was going to do because that would like take away from him being who he is. So I think Ocho Cinco, one, he was hilarious. Two, he could back it up because he was the best route runner in the entire league, arguably best receiver in the entire league. So yeah, give me Ocho Cinco.
Yeah, I think Ocho Cinco's a stud, man. I wish we were around to watch Ocho Cinco. That he would have been one of my favorites for sure. Um, so are we at five now?
Yep, we're on our final pick. Yes.
So my final pick, we're gonna head back to fighting. Give me Floyd Mayweather.
All right. I
Give me
mean, good
Floyd
pick.
Mayweather.
Yeah, good pick.
I mean,
He fought one of my picks and
he
beat him
did.
very fairly, even though it was in one guy's sport. But we won't even discuss
We
that
don't need to
incident.
get into
Yeah.
exactly why the result happened, but McGregor, not McGregor, Mayweather is one of the greatest trash talkers of all time. He's another person who's kind of off the ropes. I mean, everyone in that sport kind of is, but Mayweather is one of the greatest trash talkers of all time. Some of those I've seen a lot of TikTok edits of him recently of some
Hmm.
of his interviews, and it's pretty similar to Tyson, except not as deranged.
Yeah.
But I think when you think of trash talkers, you got to go with the fighters, man. The fighters, because it's like the one-on-one rivalries, those types of trash talking is it's as good as it gets. And Mayweather was one of the coldest ever. Like some of the stuff he said was so tough. Give me Mayweather.
Yep. Andrew, with my final pick, I think you're about to let me get the steal of the draft. And before I say it, I need to ask, who do you think I'm about to pick?
My guess
It
is well,
doesn't matter what you think. I'm going with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Call to say whatever you
good
want
pick.
about say whatever you want about
Good pick.
WWE. The Rock was the greatest trash talker in the history of the WWE.
I wasn't thinking wrestling.
No one was
That's
funnier. No one
crazy.
had better bars than The Rock.
My
This
mind
dude
didn't even go to wrestling.
This dude and Stephanie McMahon were like day one ops. The Rock has so many funny trash talk clips. I mean, you've heard all the times he says it doesn't matter what you think. Just got
Yeah,
you with it right there. So yeah, with my last pick, give me The
The Rock
Rock.
and McMahon are was a legendary rivalry back in the day. I can't believe I missed out on wrestling, man.
Yeah,
The Rock, that's a phenomenal pick at five.
yeah.
That's a great pick.
I was holding off on it because he was high on my list, but I didn't think you were gonna think of WWE. So
No, I didn't.
I'm really hoping
I
I don't get like clipped right there, but
I mean, shout
that
out
one
to
might up on
Mason
the NG.
Youngworth, man. My little brother, huge WWE guy. I'm sorry,
Right
I
there.
completely messed that one up.
Don't worry, Mason, I got you, bro. So
Tyler's got you.
Andrew,
Tyler's
I have a
got it.
couple, but I want to ask, do you have any honorable mentions?
I made honorable mentions Kobe. Uh,
Yep, good one.
and Shaq, both of them actually, from that time. Charles Barkley is another one. There's a lot of basketball players
Yeah,
that I had on mine, but I didn't want to go all basketball. And then
yeah.
just outside also is Terrell Owens.
Good one. On mine, I have two football players. I have Deion Sanders. He was the other corner I was thinking of,
Yep, Sanders is good.
and then
That's a good one. I can't believe I didn't think of him.
I also have Shannon Sharp. Like
Yeah, Shannon Sharp's a good pick.
Shannon Sharp mid game picked up the phone and asked for police help because they were killing the New England Patriots. I mean that's pretty tough.
That's awesome.
I don't care who you
That
are.
is awesome.
That's really sick. And my last one was a baseball player. It was Pedro Martinez.
Oh my God. Oh my
So
God, I missed Pedro. I
Pedro
totally would have drafted him.
Pedro, he probably should have gotten drafted today, but he didn't.
Wait, that's like the snub of the year. I wasn't even
I guess
thinking
so, yeah.
Pedro. I was trying to think of baseball players. I couldn't think of anyone. You totally could have gotten Manny too. Oh
Yeah.
my God, I can't believe I didn't take Pedro.
So Pedro
Oh, that's
probably a
so
bigger
bad.
prob
That's
Pedro
awful.
Pedro a
That's
bigger
oh my
snub than
goodness.
Tennessee Stadium when we did the hardest venues draft. But
Yeah, some kid wasn't happy about that one.
yeah, but Andrew, to recap, my team was Kevin Garnett, Conor McGregor, Richard Sherman, Chad Ochocinco, and The Rock.
My team is Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Steve Smith, and Floyd Mayweather.
Good teams all around. This was
Those are
another
actually
good
both
draft.
really good
This
teams.
is another really good draft, Andrew, I will say.
This is another good draft, another good battle, and another argument to have in Yvonne Osborne's office when we are home.
Yeah,
Shout out Ivana.
I don't know how much Ivana's gonna like that. Maybe we do these like before a basketball game one day, which coming up soon.
Hey, everyone
This
tune in
December.
to Marshall Community Media. The Sports Wire is calling Marshall basketball. Marshall, Massachusetts,
You
high
know
school
it.
basketball. You guys are not going to want to miss it.
You'll see
They're
you'll see the
Sweet
links.
16 last year. This year they're going to go further. The team's tough, guys. Everyone
Yes,
tune
sir.
in.
So yeah, guys, Andrew has been the one putting out all the clips on TikTok and Instagram right now and YouTube Shorts. So give him all the love you can. Andrew, I'm very sorry I haven't been able to make any.
It's all right, man. It's
Schedule
all
has been
right.
wild. But yeah, keep them coming. They're great. I love every single one of them so far. The views are only going up on each of them.
Yes, sir.
I'll get this episode out for Friday, and I hope you guys have been enjoying Sportswire coming back. I think this is our fourth episode now of the
This
return.
is our Fourth, yeah, I think it's the
Yeah.
fourth one.
4 and 5 weeks, not too bad.
4-5 is not bad at all. Batting 800 is double the record.
Pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it's better than Ted Williams. So,
Batting 800 is double Ted Williams.
yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been another great episode of the Sports Wire. Andrew, you got anything else to say?
Um, the Dodgers are now up 3-1. So bottom seven, Dodgers up 3-1. We need the Brewers to make a late game comeback because I do not want the Dodgers to go up 3-0. No one wants that. It's bad for baseball. I
Yeah.
want a good World Series, or I want a good conference championship before we get to the World Series, but I don't want the Dodgers in the World Series. So that's all I got to say is go Brewers, lock in.
Yep. And I just want to say, Johnny Smith scored a touchdown. Bengals are moving right now. T. Higgins just caught a first down. Uh, Bengals are at like their own 40 right now. But yeah, we'll see how the rest of these games go. We might have both teams. We might have the World Series matchup next time we're on the air. So
Yeah, we might.
I'm looking forward to that. I don't know about you, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Yeah.